unidentified flying object caught on camera that the Mutual UFO Network called an interesting find.
For centuries, the skies above us have sparked wonder and curiosity. Our ancestors wove stories of gods and mythical creatures, their imaginations running wild with what might exist beyond the stars. Fast forward to today, where technology has given us the ability to capture the unexplainable phenomena that once lived only in whispers and legends. UFO sightings and encounters are no longer just tales, but real events that have been hidden from the public eye. In this video, we will dive deep into some of the most shocking UFO evidence that was previously concealed from us. Stay tuned as we uncover the mysterious encounters that will change everything we thought we knew about extraterrestrial life. The drone in Siberia, a mysterious UFO encounter. Deep in the rugged mountains of Siberia, a drone was sent to capture footage of what seemed like an ordinary landscape. However, what it revealed was anything but ordinary. As the drone flew over the rocky terrain, it captured a triangular UFO that was initially grounded, but what happened next defied all logic. The object slowly ascended into the air, casting a clear shadow on the ground below, highlighting its unusual shape. The UFO's lights flashed intermittently in a rhythm that suggested a level of sophistication far beyond anything we currently understand. As it hovered and moved erratically, it left everyone wondering, what exactly did they witness in one of the most remote regions on Earth? The real shock, however, wasn't just the sighting itself, but the way it seemed to defy the laws of physics. The UFO's lights weren't merely glowing, but pulsing in a controlled pattern. As if the object was sending signals or trying to communicate, it hovered above the ground with a level of precision that could only be attributed to highly advanced technology, far superior to what we know. But why Siberia? This region is far from densely populated, making it the perfect location for an experiment or a test flight. Yet its location raises more questions about the UFO's origin and purpose. What makes this sighting even more significant is that it wasn't just a fleeting moment captured on camera. The drone caught the UFO at such a low altitude, providing a detailed view that hasn't been seen in other UFO footage. The combination of the object's strange behavior and the isolated location suggests that there's more to this encounter than just a simple sighting.
You can actually hear them before you see them because you hear the buzzing.
The UFO might be testing new capabilities, or perhaps making a bold statement about its existence. The questions only multiply as we dive deeper into other sightings that continue to emerge across the globe. In a time when drone technology is becoming increasingly sophisticated, it's only natural to question the nature of such an unusual sighting. Could this UFO be an advanced drone of extraterrestrial origin? Or is it part of a covert government project that we've yet to fully understand? As governments around the world continue to develop drone technology, this sighting in Siberia pushes the limits of what's possible. The technology and behavior of this UFO raise questions that the scientific community must urgently address. This sighting leaves us wondering about the broader implications. What if these kinds of UFOs are being sent to test us, to see how much we know and how much we are willing to uncover? The mysteries of the unknown are becoming harder to ignore as technology continues to push boundaries. And this particular sighting adds another layer of intrigue to the ongoing global conversation about UFOs. Whether it's a governmental secret or a glimpse into extraterrestrial existence, one thing is certain: we are witnessing something that could change our understanding of the universe. UFO sighting over. Wright Patterson. What's really happening? On May 28, 2016, the skies near Wright Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio, became the backdrop for another extraordinary UFO sighting. Captured by a local resident, the footage showed an object moving in sync with the clouds in a way that seemed eerily deliberate. The sighting took place just after sunset, with the sky painted in hues of orange and red, giving the scene an almost cinematic quality. But what made this event particularly intriguing was the location. Wright Patterson is often considered the real Area 51, a place shrouded in mystery and long associated with UFOs and extraterrestrial technology. The woman filming the UFO, standing outside her home with her family nearby, had no idea she was about to capture an extraordinary moment in history. As the object drifted along with the clouds, it appeared to be interacting with the weather itself, moving in perfect harmony with the thin cloud cover. The sighting left witnesses bewildered as they watched an object glide silently across the sky, seemingly powered by an unknown force. The eerie stillness of the craft combined with its lack of sound, raised many questions about its origin. Was this a military project or something far more extraordinary? In the midst of the clouded skies and the stunning sunset, the UFO appeared to be a solid object with a pointed end at the bottom, almost like a needle piercing the sky. It did not behave like any known aircraft, and its lack of any visible propulsion system or sound only added to the mystery. The video, which quickly went viral, was analyzed by UFO experts who noticed the distinct similarity between this UFO and others spotted near military installations. The coincidence was hard to ignore, and the fact that Wright Patterson Air Force Base has a long history of involvement with UFO research only fueled the speculation. Wright Patterson has been a site of many UFO conspiracy theories, including the idea that it houses extraterrestrial technology and even alien bodies. Many UFO enthusiasts believe the base is a center for UFO-related research, and that the government is hiding the truth about the origin of such craft. Given the proximity of the sighting to this base, many theorists jumped to the conclusion that what was filmed was no ordinary UFO, but perhaps an advanced, top-secret military craft. The strange shape and movement of the object only seemed to validate this theory. What if this UFO sighting was not just a random event, but part of something much larger? Some suggest that the craft could be a part of a government project designed to test new forms of aerial technology in secret. But the lack of any government statement or acknowledgement of the sighting has left the public to wonder, is the government withholding critical information, or is this a case of extraterrestrial involvement? As we continue to uncover more sightings and evidence, the mystery surrounding Wright Patterson only deepens, urging us to ask, what is really going on at this infamous military base? The silver orb sighting, New Jersey's mystery in the skies. New Jersey skies have been buzzing with mysterious sightings lately, and one particular incident has caught the attention of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Tens of thousands of people have reported seeing car-sized drones emitting bright lights and exhibiting erratic flight patterns, all while moving silently across the night sky. These sightings have sparked widespread curiosity, with some suggesting they are the result of experimental military projects, while others are leaning toward a much more mysterious explanation: extraterrestrial involvement. The drones described in these sightings are unlike anything seen before. Witnesses have consistently reported objects with strange metallic surfaces that seem to shimmer in the light. These objects move unpredictably, sometimes speeding away at incredible rates or disappearing entirely. Some believe these are advanced military drones, possibly part of a secret government program, while others point to the object's erratic behavior as evidence that they could be extraterrestrial in origin. The debate continues to rage as more sightings are reported. The most significant of these sightings occurred in New Jersey, where a commercial airplane passenger captured an image of a silver orb-like object hovering at a high altitude. The object's reflective surface caught the sunlight, giving it a liquid metal appearance that added to its mysterious aura. The silver orb hovered quietly in the sky before quickly ascending and vanishing without a trace. This incident has raised questions about the nature of the object, with some speculating that it was a highly advanced drone, while others believe it could be a UFO from another world. As the sightings increased, so did the number of theories. Some experts believe these objects are part of a covert military operation, using technology so advanced that it cannot be explained by conventional aircraft or drones. Others are more skeptical, arguing that the government would not test such advanced technology in public view, especially over populated areas. If the objects are part of a military program, why are they being flown so openly? This lack of transparency only deepens the mystery, leaving people to wonder whether the sightings are truly of human origin or something far more otherworldly. The New Jersey sightings, combined with the silver orb photographed in the sky, suggest that the UFO phenomenon is not just a series of isolated events. The consistency in descriptions, particularly the strange metallic surfaces and advanced flight behaviors, points to something much bigger. These events are raising questions that may never be answered. Are these advanced drones from a military project, or is humanity on the brink of an encounter with extraterrestrial life? The search for answers is only just beginning, and as more sightings continue to emerge, we're left wondering, what is really flying over our heads? The connection between New Jersey and the UK's fears. The mystery surrounding UFO sightings in New Jersey has recently gained international attention, thanks to reports of similar phenomena over military bases in the United Kingdom. What makes these sightings particularly intriguing is the similarity between the objects spotted in New Jersey and those observed near US air bases in Britain. Eyewitnesses on both sides of the Atlantic have reported spherical or metallic objects performing maneuvers that defy conventional aircraft capabilities. The objects reportedly hover silently and execute sharp, seemingly impossible turns, which raises questions about their origin. Could these sightings indicate a pattern, or are they just isolated events? Experts have suggested that the behavior of these objects might indicate they share a common origin, potentially pointing to a covert military project, or perhaps something even more extraterrestrial. The similarities in the design of the objects, often described as metallic or orb-shaped, have led many to theorize that the UFOs observed in both New Jersey and the UK could be part of a coordinated program, possibly involving advanced technology that transcends anything known to modern science. The fact that these sightings have occurred so close to military installations has only added to the intrigue. While some believe these objects are part of highly classified government programs, others speculate that the objects could be monitoring military operations or conducting their own reconnaissance missions. The proximity to sensitive locations suggests that whoever, or whatever, is behind these sightings might have a specific interest in observing human military activity. The questions surrounding these events are multiplying, with no clear answers from authorities, further fueling the mystery. What makes the sightings in both locations even more suspicious is the growing number of eyewitness accounts and photographs that continue to surface. With social media allowing civilians to share their experiences, the sightings are gaining momentum and attracting more attention from both the public and the media. As more people come forward with their accounts, the question arises, how long can the government continue to dismiss these sightings as mere coincidences? The overwhelming amount of evidence is forcing a reconsideration of the official stance, especially given the increasing number of similar reports across the globe. With these UFOs appearing near military air bases in both the US and the UK, the idea that these objects might belong to a foreign power, or even be part of a larger extraterrestrial presence, gains more weight. The governments of the world are under growing pressure to explain these mysterious sightings. Until then, the debate will continue to rage. Are these sightings simply military drones or something far more complex and extraordinary? The silent hovering orbs, a global phenomenon. A recent surge in UFO sightings, including the mysterious silver orb captured in New Jersey, has led many to believe that we are witnessing a new chapter in the UFO phenomenon. What sets these sightings apart is the consistent description of these objects. They are metallic, spherical, and exhibit flight capabilities far beyond conventional aircraft. The most striking feature, however, is their ability to hover silently, even in areas with heavy air traffic. Witnesses have described the objects as being eerily still in the sky, almost as though they are watching us, observing from a distance, undetected. This new wave of UFO sightings is raising the stakes in the quest for answers. The silver orb photographed over New Jersey was just one example. Eyewitnesses from different parts of the state and even nearby regions have reported seeing similar objects. What makes this even more puzzling is that these objects appear to defy the principles of physics as we know them. Unlike conventional aircraft, these orbs have no visible propulsion system, no wings and no rotors. They simply glide through the air, seemingly unaffected by the wind or any other environmental factors. The fact that these objects have been spotted over highly populated areas only adds to the mystery. What are they doing here? Why are they hovering over major cities and military bases? Some theorists suggest that these objects could be part of a secret government project, possibly testing new technology that could change the future of aviation. Others, however, believe that these sightings are not of human origin at all. The strange, otherworldly characteristics of these objects seem to suggest a level of sophistication that humanity is not yet capable of achieving. A theory that has gained traction is the idea that these objects could be extraterrestrial in nature. With the consistent reports of hovering orbs and metallic craft, many are beginning to question whether we are truly alone in the universe. Could these objects be part of an extraterrestrial effort to observe or interact with humanity? If so, the question arises, why now? Why have these objects become so prominent in our skies? And what is their purpose? The silver orb sightings are not just one-off occurrences. Similar reports have been flooding in from various parts of the world, with witnesses describing eerily similar objects in the sky. As the number of sightings grows, so does the speculation about what these objects are and where they come from. Whether they are advanced military drones, extraterrestrial spacecraft, or something else entirely, one thing is clear. These sightings are far from ordinary, and they are not going away. The mysterious behavior of UFOs, beyond our understanding. The sightings of UFOs, particularly the mysterious orbs and drones spotted near military bases, continue to raise more questions than answers. What is most perplexing about these sightings is the strange behavior exhibited by these objects. Unlike anything we've seen from conventional aircraft, these UFOs seem to move in ways that defy the laws of aerodynamics. Witnesses have reported seeing objects that can hover in place, shoot off at incredible speeds, and make sharp turns that would be impossible for any known aircraft to replicate. One of the most intriguing aspects of these sightings is the apparent lack of any noise or propulsion system. Conventional aircraft, even stealth ones, produce sound due to their engines or other mechanical parts. Yet these UFOs, as reported by witnesses, move without a sound. This lack of audible movement raises serious questions about the technology behind these objects. Are they using a completely new form of propulsion that we don't yet understand? Or are they operating on principles that we have yet to discover? The behavior of these UFOs also suggests that they are far more advanced than anything we currently have. For instance, their ability to hover silently and move with such precision hints at the possibility of anti-gravity technology. If these objects are indeed extraterrestrial, their movements could indicate that they are capable of manipulating gravity in ways that allow them to glide effortlessly through the air without relying on traditional flight mechanisms. This would explain their ability to hover for extended periods without the need for wings, rotors, or any other visible means of lift. If these UFOs are of human origin, the implications are even more profound. The ability to build such advanced machines would mark a huge leap in aerospace engineering, one that could completely transform the way we travel. Imagine aircraft that could take off vertically, hover for extended periods, and move at unimaginable speeds, all without making a sound. The technological advancements required to achieve this level of sophistication would likely revolutionize transportation, not just for military purposes, but for civilian use as well. As we continue to explore the possibilities behind these sightings, it's becoming clear that the objects observed in New Jersey, the UK and beyond, are unlike anything we've seen before. The mystery surrounding their behavior is a puzzle that experts are only beginning to piece together. What do they want from us? Why are they here? And most importantly, what does it mean for the future of human technology and our place in the universe? What are governments hiding? As UFO sightings continue to increase, so does the speculation surrounding them. Governments around the world, especially in the US and UK, have been silent about these sightings, leaving civilians and experts to speculate on their origin. The lack of official statements has only fueled theories about what these objects really are. Are they part of a classified military project? Could they be a form of extraterrestrial surveillance? Or is something else at play here? With so many questions and so little clarity, the public's frustration is growing. One of the key reasons behind the government's reluctance to address UFO sightings head-on is national security. Governments, particularly in the US, have long been tight-lipped about their knowledge of UFOs, mainly because of the potential risks associated with revealing classified information. The US military has even gone so far as to dismiss sightings, often claiming that they are simply advanced military technology. However, with the increasing frequency of UFO sightings, particularly in populated areas and near military installations, the public is demanding answers. The official stance of the US government on UFOs has shifted in recent years, especially with the release of declassified videos and the creation of a task force to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. However, many believe that these measures are just the tip of the iceberg, and that the government is withholding critical information. If these UFOs are indeed extraterrestrial, it would raise major questions about global security, especially if these objects have been flying over sensitive military airspace. While governments remain tight-lipped, UFO enthusiasts, scientists, and journalists are working hard to uncover the truth. With the help of eyewitness reports, photographs, and videos, they are piecing together a larger picture of what's really going on in our skies. But without government cooperation, it's hard to say just how close we are to uncovering the truth. The secrecy surrounding UFOs only adds to the mystery, and as more sightings are reported, the pressure on governments to come clean is mounting. As these UFO sightings continue to capture public attention, one thing is clear: the mystery is far from over. Governments around the world must decide whether to continue hiding the truth or to open up about what they know. In the age of information, the public is no longer willing to accept silence. The truth, whatever it may be, is coming to light, and it's only a matter of time before the world demands answers. The stigma of UFO reporting. Why people stay silent. For many people who witness UFOs, coming forward can feel like a daunting task. The stigma surrounding UFO sightings remains one of the biggest barriers preventing individuals from sharing their experiences. There is a widespread fear that they will be labeled as crazy, misinformed, or even attention-seeking. This fear of ridicule is particularly prominent in communities where people are skeptical about extraterrestrial life and UFOs. As a result, many eyewitnesses choose to remain silent about their experiences, even when they know they've seen something truly extraordinary. This silence has a significant impact on how the phenomenon is viewed by the public. Without a large volume of reports from credible witnesses, UFO sightings are often dismissed as hoaxes or misunderstood natural occurrences. In the past, those who have come forward with UFO sightings have often been discredited or ignored by both the media and their peers. However, in recent years, the growing number of UFO sightings and the increasing interest in the phenomenon have begun to challenge this stigma. More people are beginning to come forward, and as they do, the stigma surrounding UFO sightings starts to erode. The reluctance to report UFOs also stems from a lack of concrete evidence. While many individuals have seen strange objects in the sky, documenting such experiences with the necessary scientific rigor can be difficult. Photographs and videos, though they may be convincing to the casual observer, are often dismissed by skeptics who demand more reliable, verifiable proof. This lack of evidence further discourages people from coming forward, reinforcing the idea that UFO sightings are nothing more than optical illusions, weather phenomena, or other explainable events. As more eyewitness accounts continue to surface, the pressure to address the UFO phenomenon grows. While governments and officials remain largely silent, civilians are stepping forward, sharing their stories and providing valuable evidence in the form of photographs, videos, and first-hand accounts. As this body of evidence continues to grow, the stigma surrounding UFO sightings may begin to fade, and more people may feel comfortable sharing their experiences without fear of judgment. Ultimately, the stigma surrounding UFO sightings highlights the need for greater transparency and openness in discussing this phenomenon. If we are to truly understand the nature of these sightings and their potential implications, we must move beyond ridicule and embrace a more open-minded approach. The more people speak out, the closer we get to uncovering the truth. Military UFO sightings, the silent observers. UFO sightings near military bases have been a topic of great intrigue and speculation for decades. The fact that these mysterious objects are often spotted near sensitive military locations raises several questions. Are they advanced military technology being tested in secret? Are they foreign surveillance vehicles monitoring military operations? Or are they something far more extraordinary, perhaps even extraterrestrial? The sighting of unusual objects near military air bases has long been a staple of UFO lore, fueling theories about government cover-ups and undisclosed military research. One of the most striking examples of UFO sightings near military bases comes from the reports of strange objects seen hovering near Wright Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. This base, often referred to as the real Area 51, has been a central figure in UFO conspiracy theories for years. Known for its connection to UFO research and its rumored role in studying recovered alien technology, Wright Patterson has long been considered a focal point for UFO enthusiasts. The sightings near this base are especially interesting because they appear to match the descriptions of objects reported at other military sites, further suggesting a connection. What makes these military sightings so compelling is the sheer level of secrecy surrounding them. Many of these sightings are witnessed by military personnel who are often reluctant to speak about their experiences due to their security clearances and the stigma surrounding UFOs. In some cases, sightings are captured on radar and video, but official reports remain scarce. This lack of transparency has led many to believe that governments and military organizations are hiding what they know about UFOs, either to protect national security or to prevent mass panic. Some theorists argue that these sightings could be a result of classified military projects, possibly involving advanced drone technology or experimental aircraft. Given the close proximity of these sightings to military airbases, it's not unreasonable to assume that these objects might be part of a highly classified research program. However, the fact that these UFOs often display behavior beyond the capabilities of known technology, such as silent hovering, high-speed maneuvers, and rapid acceleration, leads others to consider the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. While it remains unclear what these UFOs are, the connection to military bases only deepens the mystery. Are these sightings the result of secret military technology, or are we dealing with something far more profound? As the debate rages on, one thing is certain: the presence of these UFOs near military sites raises far more questions than answers, and the need for transparency has never been greater. Unanswered questions. What do UFOs want? As UFO sightings continue to increase, one of the most pressing questions on everyone's mind is, what do these objects want? Whether they are advanced military drones, foreign surveillance technologies, or extraterrestrial in origin, the motives behind their presence remain unclear. Witnesses describe these objects as performing impossible maneuvers, hovering silently, disappearing without a trace, and executing sharp turns that defy the laws of physics. If these objects are part of a military or experimental program, what is their purpose? And if they are from beyond our world, what message are they trying to send? Many UFO enthusiasts and researchers believe that extraterrestrial beings might be observing humanity as we progress technologically. Given the increasing number of sightings near military bases, some theorists suggest that these objects could be studying human military capabilities or monitoring our progress as a species. This idea is particularly compelling when considering the possibility that extraterrestrials might be watching us from a distance, silently assessing our readiness to engage with them or share our planet's resources. On the other hand, there are those who believe that UFOs could be studying our reactions to their presence. In an era of information overload, where social media and smartphones allow civilians to instantly share their experiences, the sightings of these objects may be part of a larger experiment to observe how humans react to the unknown. Are these UFOs testing our ability to accept the unexplained? Or are they trying to send a more direct message about our place in the universe? There are also those who speculate that these sightings are part of a broader, more complex agenda, possibly involving an alien visitation or even an impending encounter. The consistent patterns observed in UFO sightings, such as their silent hovering, high-speed maneuvers, and sudden disappearances, suggest that they are not simply random occurrences. Many believe these objects are trying to communicate something important, though what that message is remains a mystery. The growing number of sightings and the ongoing lack of official explanation has left many people frustrated and yearning for answers. What are these UFOs doing here? Are they observing us for peaceful purposes, or is there something more sinister at play? As the world continues to grapple with these questions, the search for answers intensifies, and the possibility of an imminent revelation looms larger than ever. As we dig deeper into these UFO sightings, one thing becomes clear: the truth is out there, but it's more elusive than ever. Whether we are witnessing advanced military technology or something far more extraordinary, the evidence continues to mount. Each new sighting, every new photograph, and all the unexplained phenomena leave us with more questions than answers. While the governments of the world remain tight-lipped, civilians are capturing footage that demands our attention. The growing number of UFO sightings around military bases and residential areas alike is impossible to ignore. With more people coming forward with their stories and with technology making it easier to capture these events, the mystery is only deepening. What will it take for the truth to finally come to light? If you've enjoyed this dive into the unknown, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Join the conversation in the comments below. What do you think these sightings mean? Let's discuss.